gonna get you killed.
In the Dummy Residence Modern Farmhouse, I featured a custom decal floor that encapsulated the entire first story of the property, and ever since I posted this build to my account on my Instagram and YouTube channel, a lot of people have been requesting for how to make this work out. Like, how did I do this exactly? Well, it's pretty simple. Go back to the whole float Roblox carpet hack, right? Basically, it expands upon that idea, but instead of using a carpet decal, you use a hardwood floor decal, which you can find in the description below. I have a direct link to it, and that's where you'll find all of my decals that I've used in the past 2 years in any of my projects. Go to the floor catalog and you'll find these specific decals. But how would I exactly execute this in a build, Isaac? Well, let me show you. The first step is to place a plain pillar with 2 cubes going on the sides of it. You want to raise the first cube on the right side to an incremental of 8.1, and you want to do the same thing to the second side, except it's going to be 7.45. Then, on another wall, you want to place a simplicity shelf and a cube and place a beam across it to create this contraption thing that will be the main structure of this entire build hack. And then after that, you want to make another one of this. Place it on the first one. You want to place the first shelf at the 8.1 level where it barely touches the cube, okay? And once you place your second shelf, the corner of the diagonally facing downward shelf should be barely touching, or at least just meeting, the surface of the 7.45 cube. And this is the exact level that this is going to be the basis to copying pasting this floor that would be actually functional. When you place your second shelf on the brown beam of the first cube, what you want to do is you want to make sure that there's only this much space of visibility that we can see to our eye on the brown beam, because this kind of makes it to where, I don't know, but for some reason it just makes it where it doesn't move as much, or it won't glitch when you reload the plot, because that's what happened to me the first try at this. I did the entire first floor of the modern farmhouse, and the next day I reloaded the plot and everything was just like, the floor was raised from how I originally said it, and every time you reloaded the plot, it would get higher and higher, and it would create a gap between the floor and the decal floor. So yeah, that's why in this specific measurement of positions that I discovered, I guess, 8.1, 7.45, it didn't move at these positions. So hopefully that still remains true to this day, because it has been a month since I released the speed build, and if there have been any small minor changes that caused bugs and maybe like have made it different from now, or just, I really hope not, because this would make this entire tutorial more tedious, but whatever, I'm already dreading. So let's move on. Once you do that, all there is pretty much left to do is resize the decal, and you want to make it to where it is a 1x1, 1x2, and a 1x3 length of measurement. And you can just do this by placing some walls and then copying pasting the pillar into these boundaries and resizing the carpet or the decal into these dimensions. And then once you've done that, you can now fill in the decals with the according length of size on my document here and place them down, and then boom, custom floors. Then all you have to do is just fill out the space, and yeah, that's pretty much it. This only works with floor plans that don't have any diagonal walls unless you're fine with wasting space. But yeah, this is pretty much the process of how I did the floor in the Dummy Residence Modern Farmhouse. And if you're wondering how to place carpet on top of this hardwood floor, you could just raise the other carpet, or take another version of the original piece and then just raise it a little bit upward. And that's kind of it. That's the whole process.